Today, Campo Blue stands at the start of a new chapter. At Campo Blue, we're building a blueberry farm for the future. Regenerate bought Campo Blue in 2023. At the time, it was a conventional blueberry farm, but we identified it as ripe for transformation.
The opportunity was to create a new vision for the farm, recognizing not just the capital to grow, but the regenerative expertise and leadership required to truly transform the farm.
Campo Blue itself makes up about 100 hectares of the Regen Blue project.
Hi, I'm Francisco and I'm the General Manager at Campo Blue.
I'm Pedro and I'm a farm manager at Campo Blue.
So when we arrived at Campo, this was in a good condition and there was a lot of work that was already done. There was a very strong water license, which in Portugal is crucial for our operations. No water license, no water, no crop. In addition to that, we had a modern packing facility. Core was there, a team of people was there. And so ultimately the fundamentals of the business were strong.
What really struck us was how much untapped potential the farm had. The assets were great, but they weren't being used to their full capacity. We could see that the primary opportunity here was to scale up the farm and maximize the capacity of the site. We're now bringing more land into production to do exactly that.
We've acquired various lumps of land around the farm, and we've now developed a contiguous block of 103 production hectares, all of which will be planted by the end of March 2026.
Over the next 5 years, demand for blueberries is expected to grow more than 50%. And Europe can't get enough of them, especially those grown locally. Portugal has a great advantage. Our harvest windows sit right in the middle of Europe's peak demand for blueberries. That timing typically means we achieve some of the best prices in the market. Even though the market for our produce is strong, the climate is becoming more unpredictable. If this farm is going to survive long term, it needs to be resilient. Everything we're doing on this farm is tailored to this unique landscape. Nature is central to our approach. Campo Blue already has roots in the ground. It sits in the middle of a semi-natural landscape and has a management team that embraces regenerative change. We've been working with experts in Portugal to design interventions that fit the local climate.
We have had to adapt the production techniques to suit regenerative farming. Regen Blue has adopted a policy of multiple trials of equipment, of agronomy techniques. On irrigation, we are developing techniques that will reduce water consumption of our plants by 30% to enable us to efficiently control weeds without using herbicides and other chemicals. We're testing and trialling new varieties all of the time under different conditions, both in the north and in the south. We're using cover crops throughout the plantation. We're adding agroforestry, introducing trees, and consequently improving our soil health. Given we've now planted cover crops between our blueberry rows, we've introduced sheep to graze them and improve our natural fertility that way.
We're using biofertigation to feed the soils with compost extracts and natural teas full of life.
This is the compost. We use it for making compost tea. We mix it a little bit of soil from a florist nearby us. It's a whole florist We try to collect most of the bacteria and fungus that exist in our area, and we use this to make the tea and apply in the fields we have in the regenerative system.
Regenerative agriculture is a circular production system, and given we're now using biofertigation, we require a source of compost to feed that system. We're using our own waste to create our own high quality compost for the soils.
This compost, if we smell it, this is very acid because this is an anaerobic fermentation for us to increase the microbiology nearby the plants.
It's all about building high quality, healthier soils.
Delivery of impact really is one of our core founding principles. We have created a group and created investment strategies designed to equally deliver financial return and impact. Pre-acquisition of every investment, we design a context-specific bespoke regeneration plan guided by a set of impact KPIs across soil health, soil biology, water, carbon, and social metrics. So upon acquisition, each investment is baselined. That's a process of drilling core soil samples at multiple locations across each farm site and analysing the output of those core samples in accredited laboratories. So that data then informs our ongoing impact monitoring plan, and the baselining exercise is repeated on an annual or every 2-year basis to guide the progression of the positive outcomes from our regenerative interventions. Cumulatively, what this means is that we have a data-led approach to monitoring our impact, and one which frankly we can cut into any regulatory or investor framework that is necessary. For us, impact is truly inherent. It is not a question of either or. It is fundamental, and it is part of the economic plan of each asset.
Campo is becoming a blueprint for how European fruit production can evolve, that we can feed people and heal landscapes. Not one or the other, but both together.